Hello nail peeps and welcome back to Decorate Every Nail You Got, where nail things happen. So hit subscribe. Okay people, we are going to be doing the Away with Words following the tutorial from the March Mani by Me kit. And let me just remind you everything that was in the kit. We got some fun foils that we're going to be testing out today. We got MXM095 and 096. We got, and by the way, they were like mod deco, I think is what they called them, themed, kind of newsprinty, art deco kind of stuff. And then headliner and front page were our two polishes. Okay, let's go. So what are we gonna do? It says, and you don't need words to express yourself. Create a collage that shows off your personal style with this month's Mani by Me tutorial. So we are going to be recreating this nail right here. And just so you have all of the instructions at once, if you want them, there you go. On a clean nails, I'm supposed to apply a base coat and cuticle protector and then paint the nails with front page. Well, I'm not going to be doing it on my own nails. I do have some nails that I did for the unboxing, so I'm going to be using the one that I already painted with front page on it. Okay, so I don't need the cuticle protector either. Using MXM096, pick up the distressed word pattern and stamp on the opposite sides of the nail. Okay, so I'm going to be making here and here, and it doesn't say to do it in white, but I am going to do it in white because they did it in white first. So let's get MXM096 ready to go. This one was 096, and let me get this. All right, let's see if I can do it in one peel. Here we go. Ha ha ha! Okay, so I'm going to be getting this one ready. Put something underneath it so I can pick up the distressed words from this. And I'm a little unclear, distressed word pattern. There's kind of several of them. So which one does it look like they were using? I don't know, maybe this one? Let's give it a whirl. So let's go with this one and we'll put it on either corners of the nail in white. I should just need to do one stamp because they just do the corners here and there. So if I do one, I should be able to get everything I need and then just stamp half on one side, half on the other, right? I am using Bam White. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's still good. It's a little drier than my other ones, but it's still a great polish. So why say that it's bad when it's not? You know what I mean? I am also going to be using my monocle stamper. So let's pick her up. Okay, I'm going to be using part in this corner. And they did do quite a big chunk of it. So let's go there. Mine's gonna look a little bit different than theirs because my nail is bigger than theirs. And I need to get this other stuff off this part of the nail. And it's already too dry for me to do that. So I'm gonna grab a sticky stamper station page. Here's one that I got. And they're stuck together, so I'm just gonna take this one and take off this. It's probably too dry for me to deal with anything now, so we'll just do whatever we can. Okay, on this corner as well. Ah! There we go, not too bad. Let's see how it compares to theirs. Their nail is much smaller than mine, but I think that's kind of the general gist of it. Maybe I could have put a little bit more gray in between, but oh well, that works for me. Maybe I'm going to bring this down just a little bit by putting this right here. Oh, okay, maybe I won't. Sometimes if you kind of put it on and wiggle it a little bit, you have to be careful of doing that because your stamper can. I'll put this one up here, so let's see if it, so if you put it down and wiggle it, sometimes it'll come off like that, but you have to be careful because it'll rip your stamper like I just did. Oh no, it was already like that. This was the one that was already ripped. So it will rip your stamper, so you gotta be careful of that. All right, I think that looks better than what I had before, so we'll continue with the process. I'm just sitting here thinking if I think I just ripped it right now. So I take it back, you know, if you're gonna do the wiggle, be sure you're very, very careful, because I think I just ripped it right now. I think I replaced this head, and they're just so sensitive. So anyway, just be careful, okay? And certainly if you're working on these fake nails that have sharp edges, just be careful of that, okay? All right, moving on. Let me clean up a little bit. Get this out the way. And then we're gonna come over here. It says we have to do the same thing with 2 more colors. We're gonna double stamp the same image with headliner, that's the green color. And then we're gonna repeat the process a 3rd time with black stamping polish. Okay, let's just double stamp it then, shall we? Picking up the headliner color next. These are not very big stamps, quite honestly, but it's okay. Maybe I should just do it all at once, and then I have a nice large, because these aren't really that different. Okay. The part I don't want though is right at the bottom. So I'll take that part off. And I can use the side piece too. Then I can use the rest of the image. Okay. Let me see, was it? I don't know which bird it was. Kind of looks like it was this part right here. I'm just trying to mimic what I did before and get the same like general pattern so it doesn't look way off. I think this one was over here. And look, I didn't even need that one. That other one at all. Okay, and now I'm gonna do the same thing, but with straight up black. Let me clean up and I'll be back. I grabbed my straight up black color. This is an oldie but a goodie. I'm not even kidding you guys. I've had this for many years, many years. It even says BMC on it. It's so old. Look at all the crusties fall off of it. I just don't think I should open a new one if I don't have a need to yet, you know? And this stuff is no joke. Like, you don't need a lot because it goes a long way. All right, let's pick it up. And then I do have to be a little bit faster with this because it is older. So I'm just gonna grab these pieces off of here just so I don't get any extra on my nail. And then, let me see if I can remember again. Okay, so this part was right here. Whoops. Okay, this part was down here. I had this part was up here, I think. That was pretty good. And then this part was down here. And I didn't get all of it right there, so boom. Okay, that looks pretty cool. You can definitely see those 3 colors pretty clearly. How does it compare to theirs? Pretty similar. I'm using more space, but pretty similar. Okay. Next thing on the list, I'm going to use a blue polish in MXM096, so the same stamping plate. I'm going to stamp the butterfly design. That's this one right here, I think. Yeah. I'm going to stamp the butterfly design, seal the stamp design with smudge-free top coat. So the butterflies kind of go sideways in between these 2 images right here. They have more gray, so their butterfly might look better. Let's give it a try though. You know, a lot of times their models, I think it might be Denise's who's modeling. Maniology, who is it? Who's modeling for you guys? Their nail beds are so small that a lot of the times I can't recreate some of their stuff because this nail is super duper small. So if you think about the design that I have and the design that they have, like this is, you know, a regular size nail for me, my middle finger or my ring finger. That's about the size of my nail. And theirs are always, in these tutorials, they're always much, much smaller. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can crank out. Okay. And, oops, turn that to where I get a clean side. Oh, that did not work as well as I wanted it to. Okay, this one is going in the middle. And I need it to be off center, kind of sideways like this. And hold your breath, everybody. There we go. Gosh, you can't see that very well, can you? All right, let's get our other one and have a look. Looks very similar though. Okay, let me clean up a bit. Okay, there she is. I think it's pretty close. I wish my blue was a little bit darker, but I think the image is pretty close to what they have, so I'm satisfied with that. It does say to seal it with the smudge-free top coat, and then if you want to go back with a matte top coat for that modern look. So I think I'll go ahead and do the smudge-free top coat, and y'all, if I remember, because I'm old and I forget things, if I remember, I'll go back and do a matte coat before we're finished. After this one, I do want to check out the foils though. So here's that smudge-free top coat. I'm just putting a nice layer on top. And I'm trying to make it not too thick because I always overdo the smudge-free top coat. Oh, it looks like I got a little extra black on it when I shouldn't have. Oops. That's actually kind of pretty. It's different. It's not colors that I would normally put together. And it is kind of like that very, what is it, mod deco kind of look that they were touting. And so here's some other ones that they kind of put together with it. Okay, well, I vote that we now put that aside, we'll let that dry, and we bring our other headliner color out. So this was the nail that was the headliner swatch. And let's try the foils on this. So it did say that the foils did not come with the glue, so that's something everybody kind of needs to be aware of. Oh, nail glue not included. I think they're talking about foil glue, not nail glue. I would not use nail glue, but I don't know, maybe you guys know better than I do. Would you guys use nail glue to put on foils? Or I would use foil glue, nail foil glue. So anyway, this came in a previous kit, so I'm gonna use it. I do have my trusty dusty one that I use for all my reverse stamping, basically, that I love, love, love. But I'll be using this one because I haven't used it in a while, and it did come with their kit, so many of you might have it. Okay, I also need to pick a color. What color do I think I should choose? My first instinct was to go gold. Ooh, but maybe I should do the green. You know, kind of a green on green look. Or I could do the pink. Oh, that would be, no, I want to use that one on my own. Later on my actual nails. This one could be fun, or I could use one of the golds. There's two different golds in here. My first instinct was gold. I think I'm going to go gold. I do love this little case that they got for it too. All right, let's pick a color. I think they're the same. Are they the same? That one's a little bit more dark and holographic-y than this one. I think they're all supposed to be holographic in some way, but this one looks a little bit more holographic than this one. Maybe it's picking up some more of the colors. I'm just gonna grab some scissors so that we can cut off a portion of what we need. I like to conserve, so I'm not gonna use a lot of it. And boy, once you get these things out of here, it is so hard to put them back in. Like, look, they're just like unfurling before me. Okay, I'm just gonna cut off a portion of this that I can use for this nail, and I'll make it a generous piece just in case something goes wrong, because quite frankly, with nail foils and me, typically something goes wrong. Okay, we'll tuck you back in and we'll see if you'll stay. Stay. I did it, you guys, I did it. Okay, move along, move along. Nail foil glue. I am not going to try to foil the whole nail because I've learned that I can't do it. There's always going to be a spot where it doesn't come out perfectly. So I'm just going to kind of try to dry brush it, or brush it in certain places but not everywhere. And by dry brush, I'm not going to put a lot on my thing. This is a pencil. This is a brush, and I'm just going to kind of put it here and there. And then it sticks to what it sticks to. Okay. And we'll see, maybe I should do the whole thing. Okay, so I've got a little bit kind of everywhere. And we'll give this just a few seconds to dry, air dry, and then we'll try to put it on. I don't think, did this come with instructions? Maybe it says 45 seconds. I don't remember. I usually just do a quick boop to see if it's tacky or not. Feels pretty tacky to me already. Let's just put it on and see what happens. I'm also not going to lay the whole thing down at once. I'm going to dab and pull up. Dab and pull up. Dab and pull up. That looks freaking cool, y'all. Wow. I'm kind of curious now. I kind of want bigger spots. Like, that's just a cool effect in general because it looks very random. It looks very almost like it was supposed to be that way. It doesn't look random enough, I guess. So I want bigger chunks. So I'm going to go back behind. I'm going to put more in one spot, and then I'm going to, instead of dab, I'm going to actually place it down. Let's just see if it works. Maybe a spot right here. I'm going to make it kind of asymmetrical. Don't want it to be round. And we'll give it some time to dry, and then I'll lay the whole foil piece on there. So as you can see, I just kind of folded it over, and I used quite a bit of it already. Get that extra off there. Feels pretty tacky already. Let's try. I don't want it to be perfect. And it stuck to my finger instead of the nail. That's kind of funny. That looks cool. It did not do what I wanted it to do, though. I wanted a bigger chunk of the foil to remain. There we go. That was a little better. But it's so shiny and holographic that you can't really tell where it is and where it isn't. I dig it, though. I didn't realize how pronounced the holographic part of it was going to be, but it looks really cool. Maybe I should try to put more on it. It's still sticky from when I had it on earlier. It's also pulling up other pieces, which is why you can't put down the whole thing and then try to fix it after it doesn't work the first time. I know that because I've tried many times. Unless you're a genius and a pro, which I'm clearly not. Y'all, that looks cool. I am very satisfied with that. Together, not my thing, but that looks definitely cool. Like a little St. Patty's Day. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, y'all, and that looks cool. I'm just saying, that's a good look. Okay, foils, check. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me put some smudge-free top coat on this one again. So I'm grabbing my smudge-free top coat one more time. And I'm just gonna cover this baby up with a nice thin layer. I'm just really impressed by the holographic in the foil itself. It looks really cool. I'm just gonna move it nice and slowly so you guys can enjoy it. So if they do that with all the colors, I'm highly, oh, look at the rainbow, you guys, it's so fun. Okay, I'm super, super impressed with that. I'm gonna be using that for show, for show. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my mat for this guy over here so we can finish him up. This one is Maniology's matte top coat, and I'm wildly impressed by it, people. The first time I used it, I was kind of in shock. You could just see it turning matte before your eyes. Just gonna use a little bit, not too much. I don't want to go over the top. You do have to seal it in with some other kind of top coat before you use any type of matte coat, though, because it will mess up your design for show, for show. Looks like I got fuzz balls or I'm streaking already. Maybe I didn't do a good job with the, yeah, see these streaks? Like, that's stuff that happens when you use the matte top coat. If you don't do a really good job with your top coat, you'll get this streaking for sure. And I definitely did. Hazards of top coat and straight up black. There you go. Okay, Okay, let me get my nails out of there because my nails are over the top compared to these nails. Okay, maybe I could put them on here. Show you guys a little closer view. There we go. There we go. So this was all done using a few extras on this nail, but this one is basically the kit. And then using your own top coat and foil glue. So way to go, Maniology. I think it's another W, another win for the March 2023 kit. So as a reminder, you get the tutorial card, you get the Mani by Me description. In this kit, you receive the foils, but not the glue, so don't forget that. You receive the color headliner, which is this lovely green shade, and the color front page, this really pretty gray that kind of goes with everything. You also received MXM096 and the 095. Okay, and as I said, before your eyes, now it's matte, or almost completely matte. Dry, little guy, dry. So this is what our March 23, excuse me, Mani by Me is going to get you. I hope you enjoyed following the tutorial, and people, and don't forget to use my code to get yourself 10% off of your order. Go to maniology.com, use the code GrooveMama, and you can get 10% off of your order. Okay, peeps, that about wraps it up for me. And before we meet again, I hope you decorate every nail you got. Bye!